Hello folks, Sam Owens here with a product from Vivore, a company that really excels in all kinds of tools and pumps and you name it. And this is a tool for lifting. This is a chain hoist, and it's a manual lever hoist. And this is the user manual, and we'll look at that in just a moment. But this is the unit itself, and it has a G80 strength chain. They use the highest grade strength that they can get, and also this turnbuckle or clamp that hooks on to a supporting beam or support swivels all around, so this can turn in any direction that you need to lift. So that makes real well. And also at the hanging end, the lifting end, this also swivels and makes it where you can turn the load or what have you. This will lift 1,650 pounds, 3/4 of a ton. For home use, this may be an ideal tool for the person that wants to work on their car, motor. They have a lawnmower they have to lift up, a lot of uses, and this is an economical way of doing it. Manual. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's a smooth action and very easy to operate. And also, one thing I like is this little wheel right here is a manual turning that you can actually just lift heavy loads just with this. Maybe you need to take up the slack, because this has to have a load on it for the ratchet paws to actually rotate and catch in the next tooth. So it can't be, 30 pounds or it's just going to go up and down. So you do have to have a heavy load. To get up to the load that it will work under, this is where this will allow you to turn it. I'm in the neutral position right here. And also you can go back and forth with this in the neutral. And also you can hold on to the holding chain and slowly lower things down with this neutral catch. Okay, if you want to operate it in a lifting mode, you go in this direction. If you want to operate it in a lowering mode, you go in this direction. And this again is the neutral position that will allow you to either lift, lower, or speed lower by holding the chain and just allowing it to free load down under the weight of the load. So it's a very nicely designed hoist for anyone that needs to do a lifting job. In a moment, I'm going to do a lifting demonstration that I have, and we'll see how this works. Let's see if there's anything. A lot of safety precautions. You should read the user manual before using this product. Also, the place that you mount this has to be able to support the lifting weight that you're going to encounter. So a lot of thought has to go into the preparation for using this product. Okay, they explain all of the different parts of the hoist and some of the product specifications and more information, troubleshooting if you have a problem, installation instructions. This might be something of real value to read very carefully. Maintenance and repair, and there's some contact information on the back. I've got a pipe here that's a fence for fencing. So it's not for lifting heavy weights, but it is perfect for a demonstration with light weights, 65 to 70 pounds, which I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to take the hoist, and you got the chain. There's the chain. I'm going to wrap it around this so that it doesn't go flying all over the place, okay? So, there. Now, I have a strap here that is really rated a lot more than what I'm going to be putting on it. And it has a safety lock right there that keeps it from sliding off. And right there, I'm where I need to be. And look how I can swing this around any position I need. And I want to point out one other thing. When you're lifting, and I'm in the neutral position, I'm just showing you, you can go completely around. You don't have to ratchet if you don't want to. If it's easier just to wind it up, you can. You can also use this. Notice how in the neutral position, and notice how it will preload. If it's got a load on it, then you can lift within the neutral position, and it still will, if you're pulling on it, see, it will not freeload until you release the pressure, and then you have to pull it on it, and then actually you have to pull back, and then once you pull back, it will freeload. So you have to kind of uncock the paws to allow it to free down, because you don't want to drop a load. So it's very important to understand that, so you don't accidentally put this in neutral and have your load to go collapsing down. Okay, now I'm going to lift a couple of items to give me enough weight to demonstrate the actual full effect of lifting a weight. That is an air compressor and a wire stripping tool down there, which adds up to about 60 pounds or so. It's the most I can get in a demonstration in my area here. Okay, now I'm going to hook on right in here, and we're going to lift this up. So what I have to do is I will uncock this. Oh, sorry, I gotta undo this. Okay, and I can drop this on the floor down there, and now I can pull this down. You see how that works? And now I can actually hook this in to this like that, let it click, and now I've got my lifting location. In the neutral, I can just pull up on this and get it tight the way I want it. And I'll pull hard, and now let's see. Once I do that, even in the neutral, it has locked it in position that I can turn this a click at a time, and I could actually lift this load all the way up with this. It's kind of a fine tuning, and also getting the slack out of the chain. A lot of uses for this. And then when you pull it back in neutral, it's going to load it down. So as long as I'm going forward, it will hold the weight. Now, once I got it into a position where it's got some weight on it, now I can switch to raising the load. I flip to this position, and then you hear the click, and I can do it like this. I could go around and around, because as you notice, unless the weight is up to a certain point, it can't overcome the pull resistance, and it may just go back and forth. That's when you have real lightweight. This is designed for 3/4 ton, so it's got to have more than 60 pounds on it. You know, 100 or more, and it's not going to do this. See, now it's up to a point where it's starting to be able to do it without any trouble. And you see, I can just, or, because there's times when you want to just lift a little bit at a time or lower a little bit at a time. Now I can switch and go to this, and see how I'm able to lift weight easily by twisting that. So let's go on up, and I like doing it this way myself. It's faster than ratcheting. And you can lift 10 feet. That is a good distance. If you need more, it would be a matter of getting a new chain that's longer with the hook on the end, and there's no limit to what you can do. And look what I can do. Now, once you get it up to a position, you can turn this. Now, my demonstration area is kind of limited, so I'm not going to try and spin it all the way around. I had to add these weights to get it to where it would actually be enough. So there you have it. To go down, what we do is we flip it over. Now it's in neutral. It is not going to collapse until I release the pressure here. And if I wanted to, all I have to do is release the pressure a little bit, and I could hold on to this and just slowly let it just free fall down. Or if I just want to go down a little bit, I just keep on going over, and then I can see how it's going down. Okay, let's go back to the free fall neutral. So I pull her there. Now I got to hold on to this. I'm going to get around here, and I'm going to uncock this. Actually, I go in the direction that it's going to go, and then hold on to this. Actually, I got to keep on going. Let me get this over. Depending on the weight is how fast it's going to go. See, this is not that much weight, but it will go down slowly, and bam, it's down to the ground. Okay, and then I can just actually pull on it and pull as much as I need, and I'm done. And then I can pull it back up. So see, in the neutral position, once you've unlocked it, but then once you put a little pressure on it, and then let me go to the neutral. Once you put a little pressure on it, whoop. Okay, I got the pressure. That's just a little bit of pressure. Then it is not going to free flow until I go like that, and then it'll go. So that's the way that works, and it's really nice. Now see, I can free flow. Okay. Folks, I think it's a great product. It has a lot of good features. The cost is low, and it might be the answer for what you need around your garage. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video.